This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing.
I'm switching lanes so much, man. They can never get behind me, man. Yeah, I'm taking it all away, man. I ain't playing with them, man. One thing is the key, man. It's consistency, man. It don't matter, man, how good the product is, man. If you ain't out there, man, to get rid of it, man, the supply to demand, man, you going down, man. You in it for nothing, man. Get with me, man. I'm starting a whole league, man. Get with me, man. Get with the winning team, man. Cool Green Clothing. We going all the way, and we coming straight out of Baltimore.
What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. If you're new to the fam, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future uploads. Let's get right into the story. Carjacking has been a trend all over the world for decades now. People scope out a car they like, sometimes catching individuals while they are pumping gas and just hopping in and driving away, or in other situations, running up with a blick while someone is sitting in a car and forcing them out. Some of the whips might be chopped for money, used to do hits, or just to have wheels and joyride. But carjacking is a dangerous game that has left victims all over the world when a person with the blick feels like the car is not enough and takes a life. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will discuss a case of a prominent Baltimore attorney's stepson losing his life and a man receiving 2 life sentences plus 35 years for the hit. According to sources, at about 1:15 a.m. on July 1st, 2017, Lloyd's Cody Dorsey Young, the stepson of Baltimore's attorney Warren Brown, was with his brother, Brown's other son, and another young man. With Cody being the passenger and his brother driving, the three decided to stop for gas in the 2002 Mercedes-Benz they were in. They pulled up to the BP gas station in the 3300 block of Garrison Boulevard. As the driver got out the pump, a silver Passat pulled up. 2 masked men hopped out and approached. The man in the back seat ducked down. The driver, also Cody's brother, was already out the whip, but Cody was still in the passenger seat when shots rang out, striking him. He tried to escape, but it was too late. The shooters hopped back in the Passat and fled the scene. Cody's brother could only watch from a distance as he ran after hearing the shots going off. The man in the back seat hopped in the driver's side and drove the Mercedes, and it seemed Cody was the only one hit, as the commotion led to someone calling BPD. When they arrived to the scene, they found Cody and took him to Sinai Hospital, and unfortunately, he would not survive his injuries. His brother finding out the bad news after the fact. As detectives surveyed the gas station, they saw video surveillance that caught the whole thing. Also bullet casings on the scene and clothes, and other evidence on the Mercedes that the victims were driving in. At this time, while reviewing the video and still pictures of the scene, BPD realized they received a call a few days prior of a man getting carjacked on June 23rd, 2017 at midnight at another BP gas station for a silver Passat, the same one used in the hit. After the murder of Cody had been released to media and news outlets, the Passat was found on North Hilton Street, burnt up, in an attempt to destroy all the evidence. But fingerprints were taken from the gas cap of the car, but still no one in custody. As the investigation continued, but then on July 9th, 2017, a report came in of another man carjacked at a BP gas station by 2 men with masks on for a 2014 Honda Accord. The man was wiping down his tires when a black sedan pulled up and 2 men hopped out. One put the blick to him and took the car. By this time, BPD were on the hunt for that car, feeling like the way it was done matched the same way things happened the same night that Cody was hit. 2 days later, on July 11th, 2017, BPD pulled up on a man after they allegedly witnessed a hand-to-hand drug transaction and saw a Honda Accord parked nearby with the engine still running. The man was at the time 25-year-old Samuel Lee Cooper. He allegedly was driving a stolen car and taken into custody on petty charges at first, While locked up, Sam made a bad move when he decided to call Uptown on a recorded jail phone to talk to his baby mother, in which she stated, "You are lucky because we good. I got everything else," speaking in code. Sam was at first confused and asked her what she meant. When the young lady stated everything, the blick, the title, I went around there and got it all. Sam asked her who had it, in which she stated the good neighbor. The two continued to talk in code, in which Sam discussed his case and asked her directly, so somebody definitely got the blick right, in which he stated, "Yeah, I got it." Then a few days later, after the fingerprints came back on the silver Passat, it matched Sam's. BPD issued a search warrant for his baby mother's house at 1529 Poplar Grove. BPD allegedly found clothing matching items at the crime scene, a missing Under Armour sock, and while searching her vehicle, they found a .40 caliber handgun. The gun was located in a box in the floorboard. Also, the title to the man's stolen Honda Accord that Sam was driving in when he got jammed up. .40 caliber bullets was also found in the car. The gun was sent for ballistics, and it was a match for the gun used in Cody's hit. The cake was baked. Sam's charges were upgraded to murder, carjacking, and other charges. His baby mother was arrested as well for having a murder weapon. As the case made the trial, Cody's brother and friend testified what happened the night of the shooting. Also, Sam's baby mother about receiving the items, including the gun. Surveillance video of the hit was also shown to the jury and other evidence presented by the prosecutor, including clothing, fingerprints, and a recorded jail call. It was all over. Sam was found guilty of the murder of Cody and other charges and sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences plus 35 years in prison. Rest in peace to Cody. I send my prayers and condolences to the Brown family. I'm not sure if this was attempted carjacking or a hit because how it all went down. Y'all let me know what y'all think and what the moral of the story should be. Man, crazy situation, you feel me? Rest in peace to that young man. But it seemed crazy to me, just my opinion, that they ain't take the whip. You feel me? They ain't do nothing. They just pulled up, basically ran to the passenger side and started shooting. Because if his brother was out the car already pumping gas, that means nobody was in the driver's seat. I don't know if they sent the young man in the back seat, but at the end of the day, the Brown family was trying to say they wanted somebody else in the car because Cody wasn't in the street. They was coming for somebody else. You see what I'm saying? But the only thing that's crazy about the situation, they was already carjacking a bunch of cars. So it might have just been a carjacking. You feel me? But let me know what y'all think, man. This your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.